Right, I'm in London. I'm in Brompton Cemetery in London, checking out some weird shit because it's an interesting place. There's loads of interesting stuff here. You know, there's loads of interesting people buried here, loads and loads of history, lots of other shit. But the thing I'm here to see or to look at is an alleged time machine. Now, the story goes that there was a wealthy socialite in the Victorian era called Hannah Courtoy, who hung around with Samuel Warner, the inventor. Look him up on Google, he's interesting. He's weird, but he's interesting. And a guy called Joseph Bonamy. Now, Joseph Bonamy was the Victorian era's leading Egyptologist. Now, allegedly, whilst deciphering some hieroglyphics, Joseph Bonamy discovered the secret of time travel or interdimensional portal travel, whichever way you want to think of it or look at it. How true is it? I don't know. Anyway, the time machine that he invented, along with Samuel Warner, using Hannah Courtoy's money, because she was very, very rich, is here. It's in Brompton Cemetery. It's in, or allegedly it is, the mausoleum that Hannah Courtoy is buried in. And there's some interesting weird shit about that as well. Anyway, the mausoleum is here. I'll flip the camera and show you. Now, bearing in mind that this thing, right, is allegedly a time machine, have a look at it and see if it looks vaguely familiar to you. Here it is. This is the Courtoy Mausoleum. I'm going to make a proper video and put it up later with a bit more detail and stuff. This is the Courtoy Mausoleum. That look familiar to you? Science fiction, time travel? Anyway, here is Hannah Courtoy's crest on the door with the initials of her daughter, Mary and Emily. Now, see these vents here? Another investigator put an endoscope through there and filmed the inside of the mausoleum. There's nothing in there, it's empty. There's no bodies, there's no coffins, there's just what looks like some aluminium racking, which in itself is weird. Anyway, just to make it even weirder, down here is Joseph Bonamy's grave, the guy who designed and allegedly helped build it. Now, seeing as how this thing looks familiar, right? Look at that. Science fiction, time travel. Yeah. Right? Now, in the last series of that particular TV show, riding on the back of the TARDIS was Sutek, who took the form of Anubis, a giant dog, and was invisible and was riding on the TARDIS without the Doctor knowing. Now, here is Joseph Bonamy's grave. Now, look at that. That's Anubis. And that's Anubis on top of that mausoleum. A giant dog on top of an alleged time machine, which features in a science fiction TV show with a giant dog riding on top of a time machine, which looks somewhat similar to that. Also, on this mausoleum, this building, see the little circle at the top there? There's 4 lenses. They're not windows, they're not vents, they're lenses. They're convex lenses, 4 of them. Now, allegedly, they point in the directions of 4 other cemeteries where there are 4 other similar, but not identical, mausoleums. And apparently there's also one in Paris. Now, is this an interdimensional portal? Is it a time machine? Samuel Warner is buried, allegedly, in this cemetery. But nobody knows where, because his grave was unmarked. But did he actually die? Or did he just disappear, as the story goes? Did he use the time machine? Where are Hannah Courtois and her daughter's bodies? They're not in there. I'll try and find the video footage that shows that they're not. This thing's weird. It's the only freestanding mausoleum in the cemetery with a path round it. All of the other mausoleums are quite small and they have graves around them. This thing's huge compared to everything else. You can't miss it when you're looking around the cemetery. It's massive. You cannot miss it. Kind of weird, right? Now, apparently the key for the front door has been missing for 150 years, and no one has been in here for 150 years. Why would you want to go in there anyway? There's nothing inside, just some racking that looks modern. Because in the video footage you can see that it's silver, it's shiny, it's clean, it looks like aluminium. Outside here, you can't see it because it's dirty. But this flooring, this tiling here is black and white check. If you know, you know the significance of black and white check on a floor, right? Also, if you look here, at some point, someone has either tried to dig in under the door or out. Egyptian motifs all on the front door. Hannah Courtois' symbol, monogram, but she's not in there. She's not in there. Weird, right?